In the meantime, all eyes on tomorrow's federal hearing in the case of a Columbia University graduate in ICE custody. A judge has ruled for now Mahmoud Khalil cannot be deported. And we saw police taking some protesters into custody near City Hall after they marched in support of Khalil earlier today. In fact, crowds gathered in locations across the city to protest ICE. Lisa Rosner has reaction now from Mayor Adams and Governor Hochul.
After recent Columbia grad Mahmoud Khalil was detained by ICE at a campus apartment, Mayor Adams was asked if the city was given a heads up.
We've been very clear, we cannot collaborate with solely deportation cases.
Tuesday, students from across New York descended upon Washington Square Park, calling for Khalil to be freed from ICE detention. Our political reporter Marcia Kramer asked the mayor if he felt this was a violation of Khalil's First Amendment rights.
Free speech is important, and this country advocates for that. But when it comes down to the determination of the status of who stays in the country and who doesn't stay in the country, that's the federal government.
Governor Hochul was asked if Khalil should have his green card revoked if the White House's allegations are true that he supports the terrorist group Hamas.
I don't know that answer right now because I just do not have all the facts. But here in New York, unlike the president, we actually respect rule of law. So I'm waiting to see what the judge says about this.
One attorney representing several Jewish students at Columbia says the federal action was necessary.
Free speech doesn't mean you can take over buildings. Free speech doesn't mean that you can prevent Jewish students from accessing class. Free speech does not mean that you can harass, intimidate, or bully other students.
Students protesting Tuesday disagreed, saying the arrest was retaliation for Khalil's activism against Israel.
This detention of Mahmoud Khalil represents an attack on the Palestinian liberation movement and also an attack on our fundamental rights to free speech in this country.
The Department of Education says it has sent letters to 60 universities warning them of potential enforcement actions too. In Washington Square Park, Lisa Rosner, CBS News, New York.
Khalil's hearing is tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. on Center Street, and though his attorney tells us he's currently being held in Louisiana, and Khalil will not be there in person.